Okay. I'm feeling defeated. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty defeated over the Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively story. Listen, this came out of nowhere today. It did. The judge's ruling to throw out most of Justin Baldoni's lawsuit came out of nowhere. Came out of left field. A pretty devastating finality. Here's what I think really just like upsets me more than ever, more than anything, I should say, over this. Well, where do we start? Just as someone who has been following this case from the beginning, obviously, as you guys know, if you've been following me here and you have been, seeing how invested I am in this case. I was saying it on my YouTube show earlier that there's something about the Justin Blake story that feels it resonates, right? It resonates with anyone that feels this lack of justice or feels like David versus Goliath situation. I think what's upsetting the most is, in this case specifically, is the takeaway from the headlines of Justin Baldoni that you're seeing everywhere, like on TMZ, People, Deadline, all the magazines, right? Justin Baldoni loses and Blake Lively wins. And that's not what is happening. So Blake Lively's reaction to Justin Baldoni's blow from the judge today is so delulu, which is very on track for Blake Lively. It's delusional, okay? She is claiming victory. She is acting as if she's back on that Time magazine Titan stage, like, I am speaking for all women. I am doing this for the women. I am an advocate for women. She did not get granted anything about her sexual harassment claims. That's number one. The ruling today did not prove one thing regarding her original claims about sexual harassment. So hear me when I say, do not run around town getting excited. I told you so, Justin Baldoni. He actually did SH Blake Lively. He did not. It's not official. He has not been proven to be a predator in any way, okay? So I think it's upsetting because people read these little brief headlines and it says Justin Baldoni lost, Blake Lively won, and they're like, oh my gosh, Justin Baldoni is this predator. Now, I want you guys to put yourself in the situation if you're Justin. Because Justin was fighting back, as anyone is allowed to do. As someone that is, I'm big on justice and I'm watching the Karen Read trial, and Karen Read is also fighting back right now and defending herself, okay, against these life and death claims that she murdered someone. And if all of a sudden they just said, you're not allowed to fight back and you can't do that, that would suck. So he is now left with no choice, he cannot fight back that defamation claim. But that still means that she has to prove that sexual harassment. But here's where I think this goes. And this is where I think he's going to be screwed. And this is why I feel real freaking down right now. My prediction right now is that my prediction right now is that Blake Lively drops the suit. She's not going to want to go to trial. She's not going to want to take this in front of a jury. She's absolutely not going to want to go through discovery. And she's definitely not going to want to prove by any means this sexual harassment that I don't believe actually occurred. And I think she knew that this entire time. She knew the legal ramifications of everything that she was doing. She knew this was going to happen. Her attorneys were giving her the heads up, which is why she's been so confidently moving through this entire thing without proof of sexual harassment, without witnesses, without text messages to show any proof, anything. She has not shown 1 ounce or iota of evidence this entire time. She's going to drop the suit. She's going to do some big ass obnoxious speech with too many words, as she always does, where she's going to say that she's an advocate for all women and now she doesn't need to fight back because she has done enough and she's spoken enough. And at the end of the day, that's all she cared about. She wanted to obliterate this man. She wanted to tear him apart. She wanted to ruin him. She tried to do it on December 21st. He fought back. And she won. She got what she wanted. And she and Ryan Reynolds are celebrating right now that even without proving any sort of sexual harassment, she still won. And she doesn't need to prove it, because this is all she wanted, was to ruin his name and ruin his reputation. And Justin Baldoni, unfortunately, I think, is going to have a very hard time ever coming back, because unless Blake Lively decides to go through the entire court process and then eventually lose, which, why would she now? Why would she? What does she have to gain? She's already won. She's not trying to fight back for money or anything. Yeah. I think Blake Lively succeeded in ruining Justin Baldoni's life without a shred of evidence. Horrible, horrible move, and I think she set back women decades.